Hey everybody, Rob DeLessio, Taste of Retirement. Today what we're doing is a one-pan lasagna. It's an old school American family favorite, comfort food like nobody's business. Of course, we twisted it up and we put it in one pan. Come on, let me show you how we did it. All right, one-pan lasagna. Take an Italian tradition and just change it up. That's what we do here at Taste of Retirement. So what we've got our ingredients. We've got 1 pound of ground chuck. I am a ground chuck fan. You could actually also add some veal or lamb in there too if you wanted to, give it kind of a more rich taste to it, rustic taste. But we'll just go with the ground chuck. Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella. I don't like to buy the shredded mozz if I don't have to, because this way it's just got like 4 ingredients to it. A really nice ricotta cheese. Some people use cottage cheese in their lasagna. I don't. I like ricotta better. Then we've got crushed garlic, diced tomato or diced onion, and then we've got our tomato sauce, which I made a pasta sauce, but I used it from one of the mother sauces, the tomato sauce. If you click on the video here, we did a show about all 5 mother sauces, and you'll see exactly how we did that. And then we've got some oregano, we've got some black pepper, we've got crushed red pepper, salt, and then of course the lasagna sheets. We've got the stove going now, got a little bit of smoke coming. We're gonna add just a little bit of oil, and then the very first thing that goes in the pan is gonna be the ground chuck. Now, we talk about it all the time. I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, my meat doesn't come seasoned, so we've gotta season it. And so we're gonna put some salt, some black pepper, and we'll save the other 2 for a little bit later. We start moving that around. And I love lasagna. Growing up, lasagna was actually my favorite dish. And you know, I still make lasagna for Christmas for my family in the big trays. But this is just something that can be done a lot quicker, and it's something that the family will like just because it's different. Yeah, you get tired of the same old thing all the time. And one other thing you want to do, click here, take a look at that. Mexican lasagna, that is a family favorite, and that's definitely taking lasagna and twisting it on its side. Love it. All right, so the meat's starting to go. Normally you would brown the meat and then drain it off, but we're actually gonna need that fat, because fat's good, fat equals flavor, as we're making the dish. Like I said, what I love about this one is just so simple, and everything's done right here. Keep mixing it. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing the onions in. So what you wanna do is you wanna keep browning. This way, the meat's gonna continue to brown, the onions are gonna cook up, and then they're gonna be translucent. And at that point, then we're gonna add the garlic. All right, so the onion's about where we want it to. We're gonna add in the garlic. Garlic tends to burn pretty quickly, like 35, 45 seconds. So you wanna make sure that you're paying attention, otherwise it'll get bitter, and nobody likes it bitter. But you see, we're just doing one step at a time. Meat, onions, garlic. The next thing that's gonna go into the tomato sauce, and then we're gonna season some more. And then really, we're rocking and rolling. All right, so we take the tomato sauce. You see it's got all kinds of flavor that I added to that already. We're just gonna mix that in too. So now I wanna do some crushed red pepper because I love to kick it up a notch. I'll add some of that in. Add some oregano in. Once that's all hot and incorporated through, then we start having some fun. All right, so now we're gonna add the lasagna sheets in. And they're gonna be a little bit big for the pan, so what we're gonna do is slide them underneath. Once you get one side done, slide over to the other side, do the same thing on the other side. But don't worry about it being exact. You just want to make sure you can get some pasta in like every bite. Now what we're going to do is take the ricotta cheese, dump that in, and try to mix that up as best as you can. One thing I also want to do is save a little bit of this mixture for another layer. All right, so that's done. So now what we're gonna do another layer of the lasagna noodles. This one, obviously, you're gonna be a little bit more precise. All right, take that other mixture that we had, go on top of that, spread that around. And you know, a lot of people are worried about having like oven ready lasagna sheets and all that stuff. You know, you don't have to, it's not like the old days where people thought they had to boil the lasagna sheets and then assemble the lasagna. There's plenty of liquid in here. It's going to cook it throughout anyway. All right, so next thing we do, we just take the fresh mozz, and I just like to rip it. Just gives it more of a rustic look, if you would. And you could use a whole milk mozzarella, or you can use the part skim, low moisture. Either one's fine. And that'll all melt down and get super happy. Then we take the basil and we just rip it. And when you rip it, that's gonna release the aromatics. I mean, it smells so absolutely delicious. All right, that's it. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes, or until everything's just all golden and delicious. And there you have it, one pan lasagna. We took an American favorite, a comfort food classic, and we put a twist on it, just like we always do. If you like what you see here, go to our YouTube page, like and subscribe. You'll see amazing content just like this. I'm Rob D'Alessio, and this was The Taste of Retirement.